We should be live now on YouTube. I'm not sure how that exactly works, but that's what we're gonna say. How we doing, Jesse?
I'm doing good. How are you? How's it feel to be back on land?
Uh, Feels pretty
Do you
good.
have do you have your land legs or whatever you want to call them back yet?
Yeah. There's still a little bit of
Mm.
like the bouncy, yeah, like on the waves and all, but pretty much after the first day or two, it goes away. I have had it before. Me and my brother that I cruise with have had it like not hit until like 4 or 5 days later. Um, it's just really weird. You never can exactly 100% predict it. But
So, as someone who has never cruised
yeah,
and as a blind person, is it hard to walk around the ship, or can you barely feel like that it's moving?
a lot of that just really depends on the how the seas are,
Okay.
and the wind. But for the most part, you really can't tell. You will
Okay.
feel a little bit of like
But it's
rising
not
and
like when
falling.
it's not like when you're walking on a, say, like walking in a moving bus or something like that.
Right? No, no, no.
Okay.
At least not to me,
Yeah.
because they have, for lack of a better description, they have things like airplane wings underneath the ship that are called like
Okay.
stabilizers, which
Uh,
help keep it from,
okay.
rocking and rolling.
I figured that because I'm thinking people like dance on the ships and stuff like that, so I figure it couldn't have been like that. But
Oh yeah, there's dancing on the ships. There's ice skating on the ships.
really, I
Yeah,
wouldn't have thought that.
um, not on this particular ship that I was on.
Has
Uh,
has your hick ass ever ice skated?
no,
Me
I
either.
have roller skated, but
Okay.
that's a story. I mean, I can tell because we don't have a lot going on here. But there's a ship out there. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but they actually do high diving from it
Kind of cool.
into the pool. Some of them have water slides. Some of them have. I think there's one out there that has go karts on it.
Hmm.
Putt putt golf, basketball court.
Well, I think you're gonna get your brother on a cruise one of these days.
You need to go. I mean, it is
Yeah,
a
I do.
lot of fun. A lot of food. Lot of food. But I mean, you got all kinds of stuff out there, Jess. You got like for instance appetizers, escargot. You got your basic salads.
Now, when you shared that menu, is it do they have like the same meal each night at that restaurant, or how did that? It seemed like it was the
Uh,
same appetizers.
well, Cody and myself did a 2 night cruise and then a 4 night cruise. So we was actually
Okay.
going, like, so the first 2 nights of the second cruise were the same as the um, 2 night cruise because they usually
Okay.
go like
Did
the
you just
first.
stay on the same ship then, or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What we did was we walked off. In fact, all of us that were doing the back to back walked off and immediately turned right back around and got right back on the ship. So it's a pretty cool process.
Why did they even make you walk off though? If you're
Because the Coast Guard and all and customs, it has to get down to
okay,
zero
okay,
capacity. I think other than the crew. Heck, as far as I know, the crew may have to walk off. But I mean, they all kinds of stuff. They have some specialty restaurants which you have to pay for, and some things in the dining room, like the premium stuff, you'd have to pay for if you wanted it. But you
how
know,
was the calamari? Did
oh,
you
I
ever get it?
love it. Yeah, I
I
love
love
it.
calamari, so I was every time you had that, I'm like, oh, I
It
could eat a
is
ton of that.
delicious. And I tried some new stuff this time. There was an Indian lamb dish that was really
What's
good.
lamb like?
Oh,
Is it
I
similar
like
to
it.
anything? Okay.
I mean, I've eaten it before, but I've never had this particular dish. we thought it was going to be spicy, but it actually wasn't. It was really good, as far as we know.
Is it like a stringier meat, or is it?
It's like anything else. It can be if it's not done right. You know, a lot depends on how they cook it and all. Because what a lot of people don't know is if you're grilling a steak, it can be the tenderest steak in the world, but if you continuously flip it, that toughens it up. You know.
Because I've heard people say that veal parmesan is also really good, and I've never had that either.
It is. I like it too. As you can tell, I love to eat. And I love trying new stuff.
Yeah, you're more adventurous than me, that's for sure.
Which brings up something that I did try this time: pumpkin soup.
What was that like?
I really couldn't taste the pumpkin. It tasted a lot like
a squash, kind of.
Well, a pumpkin is a squash,
right? But I mean, like, because I know my mom doesn't care for it, but my dad likes it. Spaghetti squash. They've made that.
Oh yeah, I've eaten that.
So similar to that, maybe?
Not really. It's more like pureed and somewhat thin. But it had more of a bean and bacon taste in it because it had, of course,
that sounds
bean
good.
and bacon. It was really good. It's one of the best soups I've ever gotten on the ship.
It doesn't matter if it was the best.
But it does, because this is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes, it does matter.
It was so good, I got it on the second part of our cruise when they offered it. Let's see. Trying to think. I know I tried other stuff, and of course they had some stuff that was mislabeled in the Windjammer, which is their like buffet area.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. The thing that was mislabeled, unless it's their definition of it, was sweet and sour chicken. I love sweet and sour chicken.
Oh, who does? Yeah. Well, some people probably don't, but.
Put one in my mouth, like, that's a little warm. And I don't mean like heat hot, like temperature hot. I mean like
spicy.
Like devil balls, kind of spicy. You know?
Was it more like a General Tso's then?
That's what it tasted like to me. Was the General Tso's. I mean, it's still good, but and like I tried to explain,
what you expected,
right? And like I was trying to tell a guy that I cruise with, like, if you're expecting it, it's not as hot.
Yeah, right. But when you're like, well, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. It's like, say you order a sweet tea in the restaurant and they give you Mountain Dew.
And you take a big giant gulp of it, not even thinking, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Right. And,
Or in Katie's case, if you expect a regular Pepsi and you take a gulp of Diet and you taste aspartame, she would lose her shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would too.
Okay.
And let's see, the other thing that it wasn't mislabeled because it did have syrup in it. I like chicken and waffles. You know, deliciousness.
Okay, now, how do you see there's a difference in this part of Pennsylvania? What do you think of as chicken and waffles?
Well, there's two ways. What I usually think of is like fried chicken strips and waffles with syrup.
Because here, you'll get, when you ask for chicken and waffles, you'll get it with like the shredded chicken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it. Like in this area.
Never heard of that way. The other way that I know of to do it, and it's really good to me as well, is like instead of battering your chicken with flour, do it with pancake mix.
Oh, that would be good.
Like
I'd love to have like the traditional way, but like the Pennsylvania Dutch way is always with the shredded chicken.
That's because y'all are weird, but you know, hey, it takes
it's them, it's not me.
But
like I've never gotten to experience it like the good way.
Right.
I mean, not that I don't like it, but I think I would love it the other way.
It's weird how different areas have their own like customs, you know.
Like spin on it.
Yeah. But I got that, and Cody's
like for them, for instance, what do you call this stuff? We might even talk about this. The stuff you have with a turkey, the bread. What do you call it?
Dressing or stuffing, depending on if it comes out of the turkey's butt.
Right. They call it filling.
Like I said, y'all
which
are weird.
which is really weird to me. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
It's stuffing. Um,
Yeah.
but the syrup for that was really hot. And it's supposed to be sweet, but I guess their take on it is it's spicy.
Oh, I would expect sweet too. That would throw me off.
Well, that's the only time I've ever had spicy syrup.
Yeah.
And of course, Cody was laughing at me. He said, "What's so funny?" You know, I asked him. I said, "What's so funny?" He said, "Your face is red and you're sweating." I was like, "Yeah, 'cause you give me devil piss syrup." You know, I mean, it was hot to me, and I like hot stuff. And the other thing
That's what she said.
yeah, but
I just had to do it.
the other thing that I tried that I really, really enjoyed is polenta.
I've always heard about that, but I've never had it.
Have you ever eaten grits?
Yes.
Then you've had polenta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, polenta is like a.
It's just a fancier way of.
Yeah, they're
saying
slightly different, but not enough to count. You know, at least not to me.
Something that's the word is similar. I know the. Have you ever had plantains?
Oh yeah, I like them
I've
too.
always wanted to try those. I've never had them.
They're good. I really haven't come across a whole lot that I didn't like, but
Yeah, is there any like what is one food you don't like? Because you seem to eat anything.
Pork neck bones.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a big rib fan. I'll eat them.
I don't like ribs that much either. Well, to me, it's mainly because they're messy as shit.
Yeah, it's too much work for just a little bit of meat. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff. I mean, heck, I ate hog head cheese. I eat
you do it all.
Yeah. Eat deer hearts. So yeah, I mean, I've eaten pretty much everything.
The people we go out on Fridays to eat with were talking about eating the beer liver or bear liver. I mean,
I would
and
try.
How good it is.
I mean,
they say it's so tender.
I would try.
I'm like, I'm good. I won't even eat liver and onions, so I'm good.
But you know me, I'd try. But
right.
Duck, theirs is dark meat and.
See, I never did comment back to you, and I meant to, but I don't like dark meat either, so I wouldn't have eaten it.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that.
I can't stand it. It's just
like I hate dark turkey meat. I just ugh.
Yeah,
there's like a weird taste to it, like an aftertaste or something.
It is, and I can eat it, and I will eat it, but I don't like it. I'd rather just not even eat it at all.
So have you ever had duck or not?
Yeah, I've had it. That's why I don't like it. Because theirs is
it's always a dark meat.
Yeah. You know, I bet it'd be good like with chicken, you know, or something like that. But like I said, I had a good time. You know, can't complain.
How are their desserts on a cruise?
Delicious creme brulee.
Because that would be my mom's favorite part. Me too, but she goes for the dessert bars. It's like buffets and stuff like that.
Royal chocolate cake. Like I said, creme brulee, key lime pie, cheesecakes, cookies.
I like a good cheesesteak. I've never had key lime pie though.
Oh, it's good.
I know it's a big southern thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, a lot of places down here. They had carrot cake, which I like, but
yeah, I can take or leave carrot cake.
And I mean it's really accessible though to go on a cruise, and they're there to help you. You know, they go out of their way to help people out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, they're really, really good about it. It's one reason that I really enjoy going so much. You know, and let's see, had a lot of fun on the island. I didn't get off in Nassau, Bahamas, but I got off on their private island, Coco Cay. Usually do. Let's see, I guess that's really about it about the cruise. And now their bathrooms are really, really tiny, which makes everything.
That's what I've heard, and that's one concerns me a little bit.
What's
but I
that?
guess you're bigger and you do it, so.
Oh yeah, thanks, Jesse. Call me fat. That hurts.
No, that's not what I meant. I
that-
just mean like fitting in it. You know what I mean. I
Currently,
did not
everybody,
mean-
I'm looking for a new co-host to this.
I did
show.
not. You're a bigger person. That's all I meant.
See, he
I did
just
not
did it
mean you were
again,
fat.
everybody. He did it again.
Richard is not fat.
I'm big boned.
Yes.
I actually am.
And it's not big boned.
boned.
It's big boned.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I actually am big boned. But their bathrooms are really, really tiny. Now their rooms are small, but their bathrooms, especially their shower, is really tiny. If you think about turning around, you got to step outside. You know. I can.
That
I
would
mean,
suck for me because I'm kind of tall. So.
Well, you'd have room there. I'm talking about like width wise, because
Oh, okay.
put it this way: if you're like washing off, you're hitting the door unless you're like a kid, and if you're a kid, you're probably hitting the door on purpose. You can literally, and I've done this, sit on the toilet and put your feet in the shower stall.
Oh wow.
On this particular ship, you had to do some like finagling because it was like facing differently.
You had to do some gymnastics.
Yeah. Oh man, but flushing the toilet on the ship is so fun. 'Cause it is
Why's
like
that?
a super powered vacuum cleaner.
Oh really? Wow, really?
Yeah. You do not want to be sitting on it and flush it. I have heard horror stories.
Oh, you've never done it?
Hell no. Mm-mm. They,
See, that's my like. I would do that without even thinking. So good thing you told me.
can't. Because you have to lower the lid to hit the button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could do some gymnastics to get to it. But because I have heard that it has pulled.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's really, really, really
Ow,
powerful.
ow.
Yeah. And let's see. What was the other thing? There was something else about the cruise. Like I said, it's really tiny. We had a balcony, which was really, really awesome. Towel animals every night, but our last night. Trying to think. I know there was something else, but I mean,
Are the beds small?
they're twin size.
Okay.
Or if, like, say if you and Katie went and stayed in the same room, of course, you can leave the beds connected, and it makes a bigger bed. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Seemed like there was something else I was gonna mention, but yeah. Oh yeah, it was a comedian one time that said whenever he went to the beach, he got sand in all kinds of places that he couldn't get off even in the shower, so he just hung himself over the toilet and flushed it, and he said that cleaned me off just right. But it's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it for everybody. I don't walk with a cane. That story has been told several times. I just don't like them. Although the older I get, the more and more I'm thinking about it, just so I can hit people with it. But
Yeah, there's that.
yeah, we did get in trouble for not socially distancing Cody and myself.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
I'm
me.
surprised that's still up.
Oh yeah, it's big time on the ships.
What did you do though that get you in trouble?
I was walking with him.
Well, Jesus, you have to.
That was my argument, Cody's argument, and the security guard's argument. But it was a new guy at the desk, like, no, social distance now. Okay,
You probably don't want to pick that fight, buddy. To be honest with you.
I bit my tongue, I just went on about my business.
Yeah, because that could have went very bad for Mr. Security Guard.
Oh yeah. Well, he was on Cody and my side. He agreed with us.
Oh, I mean the guy at the desk.
Yeah, he was new. He was dumb. He's probably from Pennsylvania or Canada, but
I'll say Canada.
But let's
Or
see.
our what is it, Michigan or Mississippi?
Nah, different accent.
Uh,
Yeah, he had two teeth.
West Virginia.
No, they don't have any teeth. Uh,
So basically, anything you've heard about West Virginia is all true.
yeah,
Just
pretty
gonna say
much.
that?
Yeah.
Just gonna. They do have everybody down there is like Leatherface
Which is coming out the 18th of
Yep.
February.
on Netflix.
I hope it's got audio description. I really do.
It should, because Netflix got the rights to it, so it's basically one of their movies now. So I think it will.
I hope so. And in Knights of the Braille news, I know Quest of the Braille is looking in the next series to have people from the community play. So if anybody's interested in that, be sure to contact Jim. His phone number is... Oh, I probably shouldn't give that one out. Be sure to email him at knightsofthebraille@gmail.com. That's knightsofthebraille@gmail.com. Let's see what else is
His
going
phone
on.
number is 555-555-5555.
1-800-555-1212. That actually used to be a number, but I can't remember what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like an information number or something.
Yeah.
Remember Tell Me? Did you ever use it? 1-800-555.
Yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Yeah. Did you ever use the voice chat line graffiti?
I know what it is, but I don't think I ever used it.
Yeah, I used it. It didn't last very long. Let's see.
Do you remember how they used to have the tell me people could make their own things?
Yeah, the announcements and
they had there was a hot or not. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the hot or not.
Well, what you could do is you're supposed to rate the voice, are they hot or not? And the women were all basically them just getting busy.
Yeah. I do remember
So for
the
13-year-old me,
View.
that was kind of cool.
Hey, you little pervert.
Distorted View's still around, actually.
Yeah, he kind of got on my nerves, though.
Yeah.
A little over rambunctious.
Hmm.
The last time I looked at it, he wanted, and that's been several years ago, wanted you
There
to pay
is some
for it.
Yeah, he has free there's still the free one every day,
Yeah.
but some of the stuff on there is so disgusting though. Like honestly, it's just
Yeah, and it got a little vulgar for my taste, so... Nah,
oh yeah,
I'm
it was
good.
always vulgar.
Let's see...
I remember listening to that though when it was on Tell Me while I was waiting for my mom to pick me up from college every day
Oh, yes.
at a
Only-
Catholic college.
Only extensions, I think is what it was. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
it was
that
an extension.
Cool. Anything going on with Jesse's World?
Not too much. Just dealing with. We didn't get a lot of snow here, but we got like our driveway freezes, so it's like a sheet of ice when you get out of our car,
Did
and
you
it's
fall?
like you're on. No, I did not. But it's like you're on an ice skating rink. So I hold on to the house and kind of. Like I grab the house and then I grab the railing to our porch, like it's a whole production.
Oh, I just want you to fall.
Why?
Because that'd be
I would never
funny.
want you to fall because you might get hurt.
Yeah,
But I guess I care more than you.
Oh, you did call me fat twice.
I was gonna call myself fat too. I've lost, but I'm still fat.
But after that, well, I didn't lose any weight on the cruise. I know that for a fact. There's really not a whole lot else. I made sure I wanted to talk about that accessibility of the ship and anybody who wanted to know, what it's like.
The only thing I haven't watched it yet, but the D&D type adventure from
Critical Role,
Critical Role is on Amazon Prime now.
is it?
Yes,
I
I
may
think
have
they
to check
released
that
one or
out.
2 episodes.
Is it 30 minutes or is it an hour or do you know?
It's animated, so I'm assuming like 30 minutes.
Yeah. I may have to check that out.
I'm not sure, but I've heard it. I've seen some reviews. People say it's pretty funny too. So
Well, I'm going to watch that today. As far as me, the only thing I'm really working on is converting a RPG called Stars Without Number. Sounds really interesting.
Kind of a different name.
It is. It has a lot of similarities to D&D. I think it'd be really easy to adapt to playing. It converted really good. I'm just having to go through and do some edits. Because it converted the tables into different segments and having to figure all that out. So that's a good thing. Because I hate tables and columns in Microsoft Word. I cannot stand.
Yeah, I don't like them either. Even though I know there's JAWS, there's like ways to navigate them. They annoy me.
I'd rather just continue hitting the down arrow as opposed to.
I'm lazy, so I would too.
Yeah. Well, it's simple. Not necessarily lazy, but simple.
Okay, yeah,
You
simple.
know,
Sorry, I did not mean to offend anyone.
Yeah, talking to you, Maxine. But I don't want to.
I didn't say it. You did.
I know I did. But I don't want to have to.
Speaking of Maxine last week, just to interrupt you for a second. Sorry.
Again, yeah.
Did you see the WhatsApp when she was so excited to play, and then I'm like, we're not playing this week?
That was funny.
She said she had a Pop-Tart and everything ready, and I kind of laughed to myself. I know that's not nice, but I did.
That's okay, because
it's only Maxine, right?
Yeah, I was on the ship, so I was good. But yeah, I just soon hit the down arrow button and continue scrolling. I guess that's really about it. Again, be sure to contact Jim if you're interested in doing the quest for the Braille. And we're hoping that this actually does stream on YouTube. Curious about that.
The only other thing, I don't remember the title of it, but there's something that comes out on Audible, and it's free if you have an Audible membership. It's written by the executive show producers of The Walking Dead, so if anybody's into that it's about, I think these creatures or something take over the world, but it's a full cast audio drama that they've been advertising. I think it comes out the 17th, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a credit. I don't want to really waste a credit on it, but it's free with our catalog. So.
And what's it called again?
I do not remember, but if you Google Walking Dead Audible, you may be able to find it.
And this comes from a guy who has yet to finish reading the Harry Potter series.
I do. I'm still on book 5.
I've been on book 5 since book 5 came out.
I've been on book 5 since before I met you.
And it's talking about, should I watch this? Should I watch that? So of course I comment, not until you finish reading Harry Potter.
You actually did that. I wanted to bring that up. That made me laugh. Funny comment.
But that's really it for this episode, everybody. We have finished going through all of the people who sent in voice clips about what Knights of the Braille mean to you. We will still take those if you want to submit them.
Yeah, apparently Knights of the Braille means nothing to Maxine.
I know. Maxine. But be sure to send them in to me, to my email. You can find it in the description below, as well as how to contact both Jesse and myself. And to check out our Patreon, whatever you want to call it. If you so wish to donate, you don't have to, of course. But I guess that's really it. So I'll say bye for now.
Bye for now, everybody.